We are back. I was in the mood for a... Oh, what in the shit? I was in the mood for some soda. But my straw is dropping in the soda. Oh, shit. That didn't work. Oh, now it rises to the top. Oh, you gotta give it a sec. Okay. We are back. And I have a snack with me today. I came prepared. What up, Nadine, girlfriend? Nadine, hopefully you'll get inspired by Sab's success story. Okay. We're going to give her snaps in a second. But we are back, obviously. Consuming substances featured in this life could harm your health. Well, goddamn it, if zero sugar cherry cola is going to damage your health, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Or a pickle, for that fucking matter. I got them at the store this morning because I only go grocery shopping at 8 o'clock in the morning because I don't wait in lines. So if I got to bring my happy ass to the grocery store at 8 o'clock in the morning, that's what I do. Anywho, let me introduce myself. My name is Jen, and I am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption and everything else to work in your favor. James. I'm getting pickled. And I have Joe here with me today. In case a penguin is your sign, allow this to be your confirmation. A confirmation. 122. Hey, you manifest my SP. His name is Eric. Okay, there's a process, my dog. There's a process. Okay? I know, I saw that shit, Taylor. I was like, I guess if a pickle is going to fucking be bad for your health. Or some cherry cola. Sugar-free, of course. Zero sugar, actually, because I don't do the sugar-free shit. But anyway, but I guess that's technically sugar-free, right? It just makes me feel better if I don't identify with it as being sugar-free. There we go. Just wowie. I see you're having movement, bitch. Okay? So I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks. I managed to cut that fucking time in half. So if you want me to manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one so you can figure out where you're going wrong so you can get your shit right, all links are in the bio. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, you can put them on the tube. You can watch them on Tube of You. And how in the hell yesterday I realized that like 3 or 4 days were not posted? They're all on there. Okay, all ads are turned off for 24 hours, so therefore you can watch the replays ad fucking free. Thanks, Just Nikki. You're welcome for that. I try to hook you bitches up. Okay, we do have an upcoming intensive, or masterclass, excuse me, for the fellas as well as the ladies. The one for the guys will be understanding how to manifest a woman SP back, right? Because women think and operate differently than men do. So I'm going to help the fellas manifest their bitches back by understanding how they think and operate so you can leverage what we know about women. Duh. That will be available tomorrow. Also, our next upcoming masterclass for the ladies and men is how to stop fucking overthinking, because so many of you overthink everything and it drives me fucking nuts. So that's what it's going to be, is how to stop drowning out those thoughts, how to stop overthinking, and how to get your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's goddamn right, Just Wowie. That's right. She said she has movement and she had chemo today and her doctor told her what? That she couldn't feel the tumor anymore. That's fucking right. She gets fucking a million snaps for that shit. That's right. You can manifest for health anything. There's no limits to what you can manifest when you learn how to control and stop accepting what you don't fucking like. We also have text coaching, a WhatsApp community. If you're not part of that, you should probably join that shit, because then you can get inspired by the success stories that pop off literally daily. As well as you can ask questions, get advice in there. And sometimes I have to come in there and check your ass when you get out of fucking line. Okay? Sometimes we go left, sometimes we go right, sometimes we go whole ass under. But we got to try and, not go all the way whole ass under. So that's when I have to try and regroup. Plus, I'm all about people. Let me preface. I'm all about people giving advice in the community, helping people. What I'm not about is people, first of all, you're never going to go in my group and offer a class without first talking to me about it first. That's just a respect thing, in my opinion. Okay? Because I need to make sure that whatever you're going to do is in alignment with what's going to help my community. But what's not okay is when you are going to come in and start making false assumptions to my members, even if that's not your intention. You're making false assumptions and creating false narratives to our members who are looking to consume, who are looking to learn, right? And I don't want you guys thinking that you guys got a fucking nervous system problem. It takes 21 days to fucking build a new habit. No, the fuck it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's the worst false programming in society. So let's not do that. That's what law of attraction does. Let's leave that shit to the law of attraction fucking bullshit people. Okay? Not here. Okay? It doesn't belong here. So if I have to shut it down, I'm going to shut it down. But it's only because I have your best interest at heart. So join our community because we have a rocking ass good time in there. And we bullshit around and everybody got to see my massive ass bruise. There's that. Which I'm manifesting that shit away. I'm manifesting it away. So there's that. What else we got? Oh yeah, we have guided meditation. Ooh, I did not up those prices yet. We have guided meditations, hypnosis audios, and SP stories, self-concept stories paired with the song, and we're doing bedtime stories now. And so if you want it, get it because the price is going up today, actually very shortly after this live, because there's a lot of work that goes into bedtime stories, which we were unaware of. So there's that. So if you want one, I want to get on that shit. Okay, you can have more than one, by the way. All right. So we're going to talk about a couple of things today, but the one thing I need you, I forgot to say, we have a friendly contest every day here on Tiki Talk Talk. So if you share this, it's like a bedtime story about your SP, bitch, or self-concept. It could be about self-concept too. Okay. So if you share this live or repost this live, you'll be entered to win some amazing goddamn fucking prizes because we're about giving back around here. Okay. Okay. Contrary to what some people try to come in here and say, we're all about giving back. All right. Okay. So, let's give snaps first and foremost to Sab. Oh, thanks, Shar. I'm going to respond. Snaps to Sab, who has stayed the path, okay? And no matter what she saw, it didn't matter. She was getting movement behind the scenes. A lot of it was in the 3D, but in liking her repost, shit like that, right? It's the same one, Alice, that you would get like SP story. It's just bedtime story. Same thing. But she got contact from her SP today. Of course she did. And then what happened? Somebody right after, because it never fails, came in and was like, what affirmations did you use? Stop doing that shit. Stop doing that. Okay? Sab used the same ones I tell you to do. She did exactly what I fucking tell you to do. Like, duh. And yes, Nest, you're going to get it today. Okay. And we were having a little problem with that email system and the text system. So if you got anything and you did not get an email right after, let Bevy know because for some reason we weren't able to send emails or text out. Okay. We just snapped for you, Sab. We just snapped for you, bitch. About you getting in contact with your SP. She stayed the path, right? And what did she say? Persist, no matter fucking what. Persist, persist, persist. Okay? That's how that works. All right. We can try, Sab. Okay. I have to look at my schedule and see when I have time because it's busy this week. But we'll see. Okay? All right. Now, we talk mainly about SPs around here. If you have an SP question, you can drop it in the comments below. I'm here to answer and help you work through your shit. That's obviously why I'm here. And if you don't like that, you can scroll to another live. I'm sure there's a whole fucking other weirdo online. Did I just call myself a weirdo? I'm sure there are lots of weirdos online. You can go and watch somebody else's fucking live and maybe be like, oh, if you want to watch that shit. That shit gives me, like, I want to die. I was like, oh, the fuck is that? I'm a little bit of weird. What up, Elena girlfriend? Hopefully you're doing what the fuck I said, bitch. Hopefully you're doing what I said. Okay. Now, I don't know why there's a goddamn warning on my live. I came on my live and I stupidly put a straw in my Coke and didn't realize that the straw would go to the bottom. So that was an epic fucking fail. There we are. And then I showed a goddamn pickle, and apparently that was a hazard. So we don't talk mainly about SPs around here. If you have a question on how to manifest weight loss, business success, money, health, relationships, whatever the fuck, what do you want? You want a, thanks, Paul Tech Guy. Did somebody fucking respond to you, by the way? Hopefully they did. If not, blame Betty. So, if you want to manifest a raise, what the fuck is your pleasure? Because luckily for a place to live, manifest on a time crunch. Luckily for you, I done all the shit. Okay, I test before I teach. That's how this fucking works around here. So you're in the right place. Okay, if you actually want to get results and actually manifest your shit, that's what we're here for. I'm your bitch. Okay, I'm here to help you do the same. So there's. You're hilarious, baby. Yes, T. Hicks, I'm looking forward to working with you too, bitch. I had a coaching call this morning, and like she said, she goes, this was so helpful. This was super, super insightful, right? Because she realized a lot of where she was going wrong. And a lot of you guys have a hiccup where we have to think ethically and morals, right? So if you're an ethically moral person, then we have to work with what you are, right? Which that's not wrong. I mean, I'm highly ethical and moral. So there's that part. So we have to work with what you've got, okay? And so oftentimes, a lot of people, Jelly, I will tell you, because we're going to go through what created your breakup today, because I get a lot of new people. We ramble at first while people trickle in. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to manifest, what caused your breakup and how to manifest your makeup today. Okay, but a lot of you guys have a problem with, you can't wrap your head around, and this is what I don't like in the manifestation community is, well, let's look up the fucking actual definition. Why not? A lot of people have a problem with taking away someone's free will, right? Because logically speaking, that's what the manifestation community tells you. Is no one has free will. That's what they tell you. I disagree. And I'll tell you why. Because, okay, so the definition of free will is the power of humans to make choices and act on their own, right? Okay? So that's literally the definition of free will, is they have the power to make choices and act on their own. Correct. So they double talk themselves. I don't know where the fuck this shit came from in the manifestation community, because they'll literally be like, everyone has free will in their reality, but no one has free will in yours. So there's like a knob that turns on and off, right? There's like a knob that turns on and off where it's like, oh, excuse me, you're in somebody else's reality. So free will off. Oh, wait, hold on. You're back in your reality. Free will on. What in the stupid shit is that? No. And on top of that, I've told you guys that realities blend, okay? People have their own reality, but realities blend. They come together, right? Like, so when my daughter and me are together, you don't think we're in each other's reality? Yeah, we are, okay? So they have the ability to make choices and act on their own. That is 1000% true. What are you doing about that? You're not forcing them to do shit, right? You're not. You're simply controlling their thoughts, okay? You're controlling your thoughts on how you see somebody, how you think about somebody, things that you want out of your relationship. Like, you're only simply controlling your thoughts, which it becomes their choice, their decision. The definition of free will is the power of humans to make choices and act on their own. So how are you taking away someone's free will? Because it's their decision. It's literally their decision. You ask them, that was my decision. Like it's my choice, right? Okay, so you're not taking away someone's free will. You're simply controlling your own thoughts. That's pushing into theirs. That's how thought transmission works, regardless, right? So it's like you can't stop thought transmission either. There's not an on-off switch. Like, sorry, thought transmission only works 9 to 5, bitch. After that, no. So you're guiding your thoughts, right? You're controlling your thought space. You're controlling the thing, how you choose to see your recipe, things like that. And they're simply pushing out what you're telling yourself, but it's still their decision. It's still their choice. So you can rest assured, sleep at night, let your ethics and moral integrity, let it all ride. Relax, because you're not taking away anyone's free will. They have it, which is why it's their decision, their choice. Duh. You know what I'm saying? So that shit needs to be, I'll make a video about that shit. Let me write that shit down. In my 55,000 post-it notes. Not even post-it notes, notepad around here. Is free will. Because I know a lot of people have that problem. Because that's what the manifestation community tells you, which tells me all I need to fucking know is that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right? They try to bring too woo-woo into things. And because here's the problem with this, okay? And I've said this before, is you need, I love you, Laura. You need to look at it this way, is everything is an assumption, right? But you must believe something different for you to get something different. So if you believe that people have free will, because that's how you've grown up, right? Is everyone has free will? And so it's like, in order for you to believe that no one has free will in your reality, you'd have to change that assumption. You'd have to tell yourself that. You'd have to believe that to be true, that no one has free will. If you don't believe that to be true, then we got a fucking problem. That's what they don't tell you. See, they just tell you no one has free will. Okay, cool, sick, but then they're like, but your assumptions manifest. Then you have to fucking assume that they don't have free goddamn fucking will, stupid asses. But they don't tell you that, do they? So no. Instead, it's like, I'm a rock with what I believe already, what I assume to be true already, and therefore I don't have anything to worry about. My conscience is clear, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got shit to worry about because I am not taking away anyone's fucking free will. I'm simply controlling my thought space. That's all I'm doing. It's their decision. I'm good. I'm gonna sleep happy at night because I didn't do shit. That's how you have to look at it. You'll feel better. Okay? Just saying, we have to bring logic into this shit because I'm so tired of people telling you this shit, but then not telling you, right? They'll be like, no one has free will, but then they won't tell you why that makes sense, right? But then they're acting like you're controlling people. You're not controlling someone. Controlling someone is like entering a movie of misery in your own home. And when your SP comes here, is you just snatch his ass up, right? It's called like you snatch his ass up, chain him to a fucking bed, and you're like, you will do this. You will do that. That's called controlling someone. Yeah, James. You see what I'm saying? So that's where you have to realize that's called controlling somebody. Okay. Like, just because you're controlling your own keyword, your own mind, your own thoughts, how the fuck is that controlling somebody? Man, this shit is fucking stupid around here. We gotta cut out the fucking noise. Yeah. That's right. Okay. Star, you can manifest you passing your exams. Okay. It's how you view exam taking. Okay. So, like, my daughter flies through fucking school. Okay. Like, in high school, she's upset now that she has to carry her own books around. And she goes, so you mean I actually have to use my locker this year? I was like, yeah, that's the point of lockers. Welcome to high school, bitch. Welcome to high school. Yeah, you got to carry your own books around. Mm-hmm. Those big ass fucking textbooks that we have to buy book covers for because now all of a sudden they give a shit how they look when they not even giving you the textbooks in pristine condition. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, yeah, you got to carry your own books around. And so, but for her, school has always been so fucking easy. She don't have to study for shit. Like, she does nothing. Where like she took her final exams and she goes, I got 100%. She's like, I got 100% and I didn't study at all. She goes, my friend got 100% too, but she studied for 8 hours. Can you believe that? I was like, well, yeah. Because I used to tell myself that I still do actually, that I'm a bad test taker. Like, tests fuck me up. Like, I would study forever. That's a lie. I didn't study forever, but I would study. And then it's like you take all these notes and then you swear that everything that's on the test, they never discussed in class. That was me. Because I was like, they never discussed this shit. But now my daughter, because she got an impeccable ass memory. So she doesn't have to study for shit. She's very organized. Like, you should read, like, when she reads a book for school, she has like post-it notes on the side of the, like, I'm talking like a regular book. She has like post-it notes all down the goddamn side where her teachers will use her book as an example. When she was younger, but that's how she is. So you control the testing, okay? Your results come in on Thursday, so start telling yourself, like, I passed my exams with flying colors. Excuse me. I passed my exam with flying colors. Like, I literally got straight A's. I totally aced this exam. I passed it with flying colors. Okay? Do that. Okay? And then no matter what you see, control your mental state. So if you're terrified, there's only one reason you're terrified. Okay? You're terrified because you don't think you did well, which means that your grade is going to reflect that. So instead, tell yourself the opposite. Okay, and your grade will reflect that instead. Now, let's say on an off chance that you get your grade back and you got like a C. No, that was an error. That was a complete error. I know I got an A on that shit. Totally got an A on my exam. That grade could very much change. It could be a mistake. Okay? I don't know, Ren. I don't know why we have school, because I think outside of 6th grade, everything else you learn beyond that point, you're never going to use in your entire life. Unless you talk to my child. We have this whole discussion at fucking PF Chang's about it. And she hurts my brain sometimes because she's so intellectual and everything has to make, like, she's so logical. Everything. I miss you too, Tyrese, bitch. Call me. Call me, dog. Everything has to make like logical sense to her. Where I was like, you're never going to use any of the shit. And she goes, that's not true. And she's giving me all these examples of how she's going to use this shit. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll check back with you when you're an adult. She goes, well, you're not going to, she hits me with the math shit. She goes, you're not going to die? I said, well, no, because I'm an adult. I have what's called a calculator. Why in the fuck would I sit here and take out a goddamn piece of paper and do math when I could just literally be like, I got the answer. It ain't gonna give me the wrong answer. Oh, Flashy, I gotta read your goddamn message, bitch. Flashy gets no sleep anymore. She gets no sleep anymore. It's like literally 2:30 in the morning, she's awake. I mean, she's not complaining. And oh, there hubby is at her house again. Snaps to fucking Flashy. Snaps to Flashy. Okay, Tyrese. Snaps to Flashy. That's how this shit works. Okay? You should have been following Flashy's story by now. Okay? Don't accept shit you don't like. But when you finally step into your power, everything changed for her. And like I said, very quickly. When you're in contact with your SPs, they talk. Okay. So you have to clear out the noise, And so if he would say anything that she didn't want to hear, like nothing bad, but when he would say something unfavorable, she'll change it in her fucking mind while he's sitting right goddamn there. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Oh, we're like helpfulness. We're like twinning. I got a bruise too, bitch. We're like twinning. This person you have strong feelings for. Leon, we need to manifest my boyfriend and move back to the same state. All right. Let's do it. We have another person who her SP is very close to moving back to the same state. So helpfulness, you have strong feelings for this person. He walked past you and now you have a bruise on your leg. Where their hand passed. I love that for you. It's like a love mark. Mine is not a love mark. Like yours. Yours is a complete love mark. And is it a coincidence? No. Why would it be a coincidence that unless you like bashed your fucking leg in? Like, I know where my shit came from. It came from my brain, of course. Duh. But unless you like bashed your leg into something, the fact when he walked by you and his hand brisked you and now you have a bruise there, I think is amazing. What do you think when people say your SP is you? Okay, so this is where people get everyone is you pushed out confused, Tyrese. Okay, where they make it sound like it's everyone is you pushed out. But if that was the case, then every one of your SPs, everybody would treat you the exact same. They don't. Okay, so now could your SP have a lot of similarities to you? Sure. You can have a lot of things. It's called having things in common. You know what I'm saying? But having that person be you, it's not you. You're yourself, right? And he's himself. But you may have a lot of similarities. Me and my boyfriend have a lot of things in common. But he's not me. You know what I'm saying? So I would not think that, like, unless other people are just seeing the similarities that you have, right? Where they're like, oh, you guys are so much like each other, right? You just like, that's what a lot of people connect with is similarities, is having things in common versus being complete polar opposites. Do people still connect with polar opposites? Yes, they'll get your fucking panties in a bunch. Okay, but they do. Can we just say on a side note real quick that I think it's hilarious that Bevy has, by the way, the most respectful children in the fucking world. But she has the cutest son in the whole damn planet. And when I have to yell at you on here, do you know what he says? He says, get a grip, people. That's what he says. But in a UK tone. Very cute. And now, what does he say? If his mother gets out of line? Get a grip. I love that for her. I was literally talking to her and he was like, get a grip. Oh man. That's right. Snaps to Ray niece, who had to change her name in the WhatsApp group to not get herself thus confused with the other baby wren we have. Because I was about to go in on her ass. That's right. He says, get a grip, mummy. I can't wait till he goes back to school and he's going to just walk around when people are hot ass messes. They're going to be like, he's going to be like, get a grip. I'm going to get him a shirt that says get a grip. I'm going to tell him to wear it every time he's around you. And he'll just have to point. He'll just be like, Bobby. But snaps to Rainice, because she said it only took her less than a week to get constant communication after meeting moi. That's what we do. Oh, we're doing it, baby. Why not? I'd like to have a good time with you. That's what it takes when you simplify things. You guys overcomplicate the shit, okay? Stop overcomplicating shit. I'm going to answer your questions now before we get into what caused your breakup and how you can create the makeup, okay? Me and him are in no contact no more, even though we never had a relationship or anything. I love fucking pickles too, guys. What I don't find is people that eat weird shit on pickles. I'm like, you got to eat the pickle for what it is, okay? No, I'm not putting whipped cream on that shit or dipping it in peanut butter. Although fried pickle might be good. I've never had one. But fair food is garbage. It's trash and overpriced, by the way. Who the fuck decided that because you're at the fair, you can freaking charge 200% more than you would charge if I was to walk into an eatery and then have it taste bland as shit? I wonder if they give refunds. I should have done that shit. I should try it. Be like, I like my money back. It tastes like nothing. I had fish tacos at the fair. It tasted like fucking nothing. Literally nothing. I had to go get the salt. It still tastes like nothing. And then I should have just got my fucking corn dog. I should have just got my foot-long corn dog. But no. I got a chicken bop. Tasted like nothing. I couldn't even eat it. It was so goddamn dry. I had to throw it away. Then I got, what the fuck is that? A chamoy shit. It was sweet at first. And I was like, I don't do sweet chicken. Like that. Like teriyaki chicken I'll fuck with. But sweet chicken, not really. In the way it was. And I was like, it just wasn't the fucking vibe. I should have just got my corn dog. I would have saved myself $60. Okay, me and him are in no contact no more. Okay, even though we never had a relationship or anything. Okay, so what? You need to break no contact, okay? You guys all had a challenge. I forgot to ask you on Sunday, how many of you met your challenge? You had a challenge on Sunday to break no contact. I didn't say force the goddamn 3D either. I said you have to break no contact without forcing the 3D. But you're in no contact, and the reason why it doesn't get broken is because you don't see them as talking to you all the time, wanting to talk to you, thinking about nothing but you. Right? Things like that. You are literally in control over everything. Okay? And so you're not seeing that side of that person. You're continuing to acknowledge no contact. No contact, still nothing. No contact, still not talking. It's been 4 months. It's been 8 months. It's been this long. Still not talking. No contact. And then somehow expecting them to what? Get an epiphany moment to contact you? That's not how this works. Okay, it's not how this works. But when you toot your own horn, when you stop accepting what you don't like, then shit changes. But you have to stop accepting what the fuck you don't like. Did you know that this bracelet is the only one that I can wear because it's the only one that's not insanely large on my brain? I don't like things that, like, if I put my wrist like this, if that shit goes to here, it's going to annoy the fuck out of me. But I have small ass wrists, so if I'm going to get a bracelet, it has to be like a child's bracelet. Which is why I wear my grandma's ring. It's like a size fucking 5, okay? My fingers and wrists are small. Dainty. Which is why I got these bitches. But I can only wear this one. And it's a peace bracelet. It says peace. Because that's how I live my goddamn life. That is how I live my life. That's right, Radies. He wants nothing more. He's madly in love with you. He absolutely wants to live with you right now. He absolutely wants to live with you right now. He'll do whatever it takes so you can live together. What up, Mariana? Doesn't matter if I was really rude before he blocked me and the begging and so on. No, KK, that doesn't matter. Most people, that's what they did. Okay? That's what led to the breakup is they reacted. Okay, some of you are still fucking reacting because I don't understand why that's a thing. But that's what they did, okay, is they started, you reacted. And then after the breakup, which we're going to get into, you continue to react, beg, plead, and act crazy. And that led to the blocking, okay? It doesn't matter. None of that fucking matters. A lot of people, that's what they fucking do. Oh, we had a medium in here. Ooh, a medium. Oh. Adele. You said my spirit guides be telling me you're going to get blocked. We're not trying to talk to dead people around here, so you're in the wrong. You are literally in the wrong life. See, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. When people have to come in, what up, Irene Bestie? When people have to come in here and try and drum up business, it tells me all I need to know. Aren't you like a manifester? Manifest that shit, then. Oh, man. People crack me up. They ain't got nothing to fucking do. NY2NC, I seen your fucking movement, bitch. Snaps to NY2NC. I seen your movement. I'm telling you, people are getting insane movement over and over and over again. That's what we do here. Okay, Ren, can I give more examples of inner conversations about SP? It depends on what you want, right? Because you're having them anyway. So you just want to make sure they're positive. Like they're positive. You know, like he knows he loves me. Yeah, I know he's thinking about me right now. He only sees the future. Well, you're 14, so you're young. He only sees the future with me. He's totally going to buy me ice cream today. Or gummy bears. I know you like gummy bears, bitch. And a snow cone. He's totally going to buy me gummy bears today because he knows I love gummy bears. And he'll do anything to make me happy. He's always spoiling me. He loves to buy me gifts. He knows I'm his favorite person. He knows that I love snow cones. We're going to go on a snow cone date. I know he wants to take me on a date. He's totally going to take me on a little date to go get snow cones. Ren is our baby here. So we got to keep it PG around here. When it comes to Ren, that is. And in case you don't know, Ren likes snow cones, gummy bears. And I fucks with gummy bears. Oh yeah, Tyrese, that's a thing now too. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. People say RSP and people don't exist. Go ahead, pinch yourself right now. Did it hurt? You know what hurt? When I fucking fell down and got this big ass fucking bruise on the side of my leg. Yeah, that hurt. So I don't exist though. What the fuck are they talking about? No, you know who doesn't exist right now is when you go to like a Michael Jackson concert and it's a hologram. He's not existing in our reality right now. And no, I don't think he's in the fucking clouds. Okay, that's who's not existing right now. But you are very much still existing right now. Your SP exists right now. People are so fucking wacko in the community. Like, they're so fucking wacko, and I don't even know who buys into that shit. Because if you don't exist right now, then you can just go do whatever you want. Just walk into a bank, go into the vault, and take your shit, and then walk out, right? Like, you shouldn't get arrested because you don't exist. Yeah. Yeah, Like, what in the ghetto shit is going on in this community? They're so fucking weird. They're so fucking weird. Like, I don't get the shit at all. When they say some shit like that, I'm like, because I saw a video like that the other day too, when I was uploading my video, and I was like, well, then what exists? Exactly. If I don't exist, then I don't need money for shit, right? I can like just live here and not pay my bills because I just don't exist. Like I'm invisible. That shit is so stupid. Okay, so it's like if you're not aware of them, they aren't there. Okay, that's just called consciously not being aware of something, right? So it's not that they're not there, they're still there, right? Because other people are aware of them, so they exist, they're still there. But you're not consciously aware of them, so because of that, they're still there. Like, but they're not in your awareness. Okay, this is what happened with my boyfriend. Okay, is it's like when I got clear on the kind of person I wanted to date, then I saw my boyfriend. My boyfriend was still there the whole goddamn time. Okay, he was aware of me, right? He had been in my unit many times to repair my stuff. And usually, because I'm on coaching calls all fucking day long, right? When I was doing entrepreneur coaching. And so um, he would try to talk to me. I knew who he was. That's the thing. I knew who he was. I just didn't see him that way, but I knew who he was. So that's why when he came down to the pool, literally only to get my attention, because that guy is not a pool guy ever. Then I actually saw him because he was put in my conscious awareness differently, right? This is like when you say like, God, it's been a while since I've seen a red car. All of a sudden you see red cars everywhere. It's not that they weren't there. They've always been there. You just weren't consciously aware of it, because when you become consciously aware of something or you throw something out there, then your reticular activator system, your RAS, activates and constantly scans your surroundings looking for what that is. So now all of a sudden you see that. So it's like when you give a sign to your manifestation, right? Like every time I see a butterfly, I know he's thinking about me and I know we're getting back together, right? One sign could have multiple meanings, by the way. And so now all of a sudden you start to see a lot of butterflies, but you've seen them before. They still existed, but now you just see them more frequently because you activated your RAS, and now it's bringing it more into your conscious awareness, but they're still fucking there. You know what I mean? Does that fucking make sense? I don't know why they overcomplicate this shit. Like, why do they talk? Like, why are they even talking about that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you meet your SPs unless they were like the homie? You know what I mean? Like, or you like they were in your same friend group. How the fuck did you meet your SP? They were still in existence. They were still there, but then your paths crossed somehow, whether it was on, well, now it's TikTok, whether it was on TikTok, Instagram, Tinder, Bumble, what the fuck ever, walking down the street in a classroom, however the hell you met your SP. They were still there. You just didn't know them. Like, that's so fucking stupid. This is the stupidest shit in the world. Like, I don't even know why they're talking about this, because there's billions of people in the world. So obviously you're not aware of billions of people, right? They're still there. They're still there. They're still living their lives, right? They're in relationships. They got families. They're doing their thing. They're living their lives. But you didn't meet them because there's billions of goddamn fucking people in the world. I don't even know why they're even talking about that shit. That shit is so damn stupid. So stupid. Yeah. That's the whole new thing now is they film the ceiling, which is fucking weird. I don't understand that. Where you just like lay there and your phone's next to you and it's just like they're just looking at the fucking ceiling. Look, if I don't wear makeup, like if I don't have makeup on right now, I'm not that desperate to film a fucking video. I just won't film it. Yeah. Or there's some people that all their content is filming of the ceiling. And I'm like, why, bruh? Why? You're teaching manifestation around here. So why are you filming the ceiling? Why don't you just let people see who the fuck you are? Or are you possibly not living your dream life? I mean, I can tell literally, you can tell, like, judge me not, but you can tell by the ceiling what kind of place they live in or where they live. Literally. Okay. So it's like, you're teaching the shit, but why are you filming the ceiling? Which your ceiling looks like you're not from here, that you're not, I hate identifying, but we'll just say what it is, third world country. And yet you're teaching the shit, but why won't you show your face? I think that's fucking weird and phony. And I think it's weird that people even fucking follow people like that. Thanks, Z girlfriend or boyfriend. She said, I'm gorgeous. But I'm just saying, people be weird around here. Well, stick around, Z. You will love it here. Because here we are like family. And I'm never here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. And I'm also here to kick your ass and yell at you when you get out of fucking line. That's how we operate around here. Bevy, do you want to know? I asked my daughter to bring Joe into my office. I baited her ass, bitch. I asked her to bring Joe into my office, right? Because he sits with you when we go on break. King Joe. She calls him just Joe. It's King Joe around here. And so he's so soft. And so I baited her because then she was going back in her room and I was like, excuse me. And she's like, I love you. I was on the phone with Bevy earlier and I was telling my daughter was downstairs eating pancakes and I saw pickles. And I literally was like, honey, I need you to take notes. I need you to take notes because every time her children come into the room, they leave and say, love you, mommy, or I love you. That's all they always say that. Every time they fucking leave the room, they'll come in 5 times in 2 minutes and still say, I love you. And so I said, I'm going to need you to take notes. I expect the same behavior from you moving forward. I got it, bitch. I got it. Z, you blocked your SP. That you do have the best kid. She has the most respectful kids in the fucking world. I'd be shocked if they ever yelled at Bevy. Okay, Z, you blocked him. But everyone tells you the only way to get him back is to unblock him. Well, first and foremost, that's not true. Okay? Because, unless that's the only way you communicate, I'm pretty sure he has your phone number and shit, right? Knows where you live, possibly. Things like that, right? Other avenues to contact you. So, that's not true. The only way to get him back is to unblock him. Because let's flip the script. Let's flip the table. We have a lot of clients. Actually, one is part of my team. Where she hired me to manifest for her. And in a very short amount of time, snaps to Miss Pickles. Look how ironic is that shit. Snaps to Miss Pickles. And I always say I'll bring them to your door. He literally showed up to her door. She's blocked. She's still blocked, actually. And they're in a whole ass relationship. They're back together in a whole ass relationship, still blocked on social media. Who cares? Okay. So that's not true. So let's dead that fucking shit right now. Second of all, why did you block him? Right? Did you block him on some childish shit? Or did you block him just because you're focused on yourself and your manifestation and don't want to get triggered by things that you see online when it comes to his account? See what I'm saying? Or did you block him because you just want to silently stalk his ass and so you just unblock him? This is a lot of people. You just want to unblock him, look at his shit, and then block him again so he doesn't know you looked, right? Spy detective mode. So there's all kinds of reasons why you could have blocked him. If you just blocked him on some petty shit to prove a point, well, then that's fucking just stupid and childish in the first place. I'm not saying you have to unblock him, but it's childish. But blocked and unblocked, whether you're blocking him or vice versa, that has nothing to do with whether you can get him back or not. That's a very a false assumption that you really don't need. Okay. And snaps to Tempe, who her SP came over. Of course he did. Ooh, deep fried Oreos are my shit. NY2NC. When I would go to Vegas, when I was going through my court shit, and I would go to Vegas, this is back when Fremont Street was not so like what it is now. They had like the Mermaid little place where you could like go in and get like cheap fucking shit. You know what I mean? I mean, you can still go get cheap shit. I still fuck with the $9.99 steak and lobster dinner. Don't get me fucked up. And you know, when they bring a vegetable melody where it's like frozen vegetables, you know, the corns and shit in the bag, I just graze over that. But I fuck with the baked potato. But we used to go get them because they had like fried Oreos for like $1.25, 3 of them. And so me and my brother would go get like 2 orders of them and drive that shit right on fucking home. I was like, yeah, those things are so fucking bomb. Now, don't get me wrong. They're taking the fried game way overboard. Okay. I prefer to stick with the basics. Fried Snickers sounds good. Fried Oreos are my bomb, are the shit. But fried Coke doesn't make any sense to me. Because I'm like, what happens when you bite into it? Like, you gotta take a bite and then, like, you know what I'm saying? Now you're just stuck with the fried shit. What the fuck is fried Coke? But they are taking that fried game overboard. So I believe we just got to stick with the basics. You want your ex to quit his job for you and come back. Okay, so I'm assuming he lives somewhere different than you, because who the fuck would want their boyfriend? First of all, Patty, we don't call them exes. You're either going to call them, on my platform, you're either going to address them as an SP, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife, period. We don't use the term ex. Out of the vocabulary, okay? Exes remain exes. Okay, so you want your ex to quit his job. Most people don't want them to quit their job. Excuse me. Because how the fuck is he going to take care of you or pay your or buy you dinner if he ain't got no goddamn job? So you have 2 options. Because here's the thing. He could quit his job and still not move back, right? We have to think logically speaking here. Is he could quit his job and just go get a new one. You know what I mean? So that's not what you want though. You want him to come back. So instead, I would focus on exactly that. Him coming back. Okay, him moving back to wherever it is you live, him coming home so that you can be together. Like he'll do anything to come home so that we can be together. Okay, because when you focus on that, then 1, he could get a job transfer. 2, he could go and look for a job at home and want to move back home. Okay, that's what you have to realize is that's the goal here. That's the goal. So that's where we have to adjust that. Okay. So that's what I would focus on. I would focus on your affirmations and inner conversations, all being focused about he'll do anything to be with you. He'll do anything to be with you. And He wants nothing more than to come home so that you can be together, right? Those kind of inner conversations, not about his job. Because like I said, he can quit his job and go get a new one and still not come back. That's not what you want. Okay, so if you focus on him and you being together and him doing anything, whatever it takes for you to be together, and he wants nothing more than to be with you and to come home, then whatever has to happen for that to become true is what's going to happen. So if he has to lose his job, if he has to find a new job, right? Things like that, then whatever has to happen for that to become true is what's going to happen. And that's ultimately what you want. Does that make sense? So focus on that instead. Snaps to Anne, who's getting it together. Yes, he invited himself over tomorrow for contact 3 days in a row so that we can have alone time. I love this. Now, again, if you're new here, then you're not following people's journeys, okay? But if you're not new here, then you've been following Anne's journey, okay? And if you're in the WhatsApp group, you should have been 1,000,000% following her journey, okay? So I think this is amazing. Again, you don't know how. I mean, you can control the how, but we don't have time to waste for that shit. Okay, so instead you focus on what you want instead, and how it's going to happen, you're not in control of. You're not in control of. So a series of events transpired that brought her and SP back in like contact, but a different type of contact, and is what rekindled this relationship. And now he's coming over. They're spending alone time together, which that was a problem before. All that shit. And would she have guessed or wanted the how to transpire? No. But whatever had to happen for her to get her manifestation is what's going to happen. And so how this all transpired, the how is what blows your mind. That's the fucking fun part, to be quite honest. That's the fun part. Maggie, I saw you enter my room, which is hilarious because I got an email that saw you enter my waiting room, but then I had a call with a Mandy. And so when I got on the phone, I was like, are you Maggie or Mandy? And she goes, I'm Mandy. I was like, okay. So I was talking to Bevy and I looked you up on the calendar. I'm like, she's a whole day ass early. I love the punctuality of the bitch. I love the drive. Oh man, Lisa with the butterfly. She said, how come when I start saying I'm the perfect girlfriend, I'm conforming? Because that's how you're seeing yourself, bitch. That's how you're seeing yourself, as the perfect girlfriend, which is good because guess how your SP is going to now start seeing you? As perfection. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh man, you guys crack me up. Some of this shit cracks me up. Yeah, Patty. So this is where a lot of people are impatient. I'm impatient, right? I'm super impatient. Time is of the essence. Ain't nobody got time to fucking waste around this bitch. You know, when I was first manifesting my boyfriend back, I literally said to myself, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna need this shit. I'm gonna need you to speed this shit up because I gotta move on. I got other things I got other things I'm looking to manifest around here. So I'm gonna need this shit to speed right on up. You guys do know I had an epiphany moment. I may have lots of epiphany moments, but I had an epiphany moment right now. Because I'm always telling you that you do know you can say whatever the fuck you want and you'll be right. Right? There's no limits. There's no fucking limits to what you can say and you'll be right. Okay? So I'm always telling you to throw random things out there. Why can't that be one of them? Why can't that be one of them? Like, Like, I'm gonna need, like, I know that this shit is gonna speed right on up because I don't have time to goddamn fucking waste. Like, he's gonna conform today. Like, I'm all done playing games around here. No, he's actually gonna conform really fast because we're moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Or like, or like what I said, like, I'm gonna really need this shit to speed up because I ain't got time to waste. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got other things I gotta focus on too. Right? You can tell yourself whatever the fuck you want to tell yourself. So I'm not saying turn that into an affirmation. Again, not everything's a goddamn affirmation, okay? But these are random things you tell yourself. Like, I'm gonna need my 3D. My 3D is gonna conform like ASAP because like I don't have time to waste. You know, see what I'm saying? You can say random shit that you want because you're in control. Okay, so you can literally say whatever you want because here's what's the alternative? What are you doing now? Okay. What up, Lindsay, girlfriend? What are you doing now? You're telling yourself the opposite. Like, this is taking a fucking long time. Like, why is he conforming? Why is there no movement in my 3D? Why am I not seeing shit, right? You're already telling yourself that. So why can't you turn it around and tell yourself what you want to see? Quick movement, bitch. Like, I'm going to see movement in my 3D ASAP because I am all done playing. Right? Like my fucking 3D. Oh yeah, that shit, my reality, that shit's conforming today. Today. See what I'm saying? Because you're already telling yourself the opposite. So you may as well throw some random shit out there that's all about your 3D and your reality conforming now. You get exactly what you want now. I see movement. I'm going to see movement my 3D now, today. My SP, yeah, I'm all done playing games. He knows he wants to be with me and he's going to tell me that shit today. Like, I'm all done. Like, it's a wrap, bro. Today. Now. See what I'm saying? Versus the alternative. Leverage. Who the fuck else is going to tell you that shit? Me, bitch. That's how you fucking leverage. You got to leverage every goddamn thing. So why not leverage inner conversations? Be like, no, let me tell you when this shit is popping up. Today. Now. When's he confirming? Immediately. I'm all done fucking playing. I'm done waiting. Is there a dainty way to drink a soda? That's why I always get this one. I got just because I was in the mood for a soda when I was checking out the grocery store. So it's big, but usually I get like a small one from like a soda fountain with crushed ice, of course. Or I get like these soda minis. I just got a pack of these soda minis because you got to drink a soda fast or this shit flatlines. And unless you're like my dad, who's weird and likes flat ass soda. He prefers flat soda. I'm like, that's disgusting. That's fucking gross. I do not. Patty, I'm so impatient. I deserve the best now. Right. So you leverage impatience. Okay. And so this is where you challenge yourself. Okay. You're either patient or you're not. Okay. So I am not. Hold your questions, by the way. I am not patient. I'm very impatient. So because I'm very impatient, I will discipline myself. I will discipline my mind. I'll drown out my thoughts all fucking day. I don't really give a fuck. Okay? I will tell myself only what I want to tell myself, only what I want to see, not what I actually see. I will control my mind. I will discipline my mind. I will obsess over my shit. Why? Because I'm impatient. So that's where, I hate that fucking saying, patience is a virtue. No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not. I'm impatient, period. I'm impatient when I stand in a line and there's two people or the cashier's slow as fuck. I get impatient. I'm impatient for all kinds of shit. I'm impatient if I sit in traffic. Yeah, I live in Southern California, which traffic is a thing here. I still don't like, I will still never accept it. I still get impatient as fuck. Okay? I'm impatient, period. I'll be running late, but it doesn't matter. Everybody better get the fuck out of my way. See what I'm saying? I'm impatient. If I get into a line, that's why I go to the DMV, and that's why I go to the grocery store at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's why I have to move the call, because I need to bring my happy ass to the fucking DM. Hold on. Okay. That's right. That's a good one. If patience is a virtue, then why does the early bird get the worm? See all these fucking double standards around here? But that's what you have to remember. If you're impatient, then get impatient. Or you're not that impatient, right? You're not that impatient. That's how you have to look at it. And that's where you leverage impatience and say, I'm so goddamn impatient. I want that shit and I want it now. So you know what? I'm going to suffocate my shit. I don't give a fuck. Not suffocate it. I'm going to obsess over my shit. I'm going to make sure that I don't give anything another option. I'm not going to react to the 3D. I don't even need to check the 3D, and I'll assign nothing but positive meaning to everything. And every time I will assign signs that create movement in my 3D every day. I will not worry about shit. I will go to bed and I will not recap my day, and I will not think against what I want, because that's how patient I am. Or if you can't do that, then you're not that impatient. Then you fit to the category of patience. Yes, Nest, you can contact the lovely Bevy. Plus, if you are interested in purchasing the replay of the Toot Your Own Horn Intensive, it is going to come with a coaching call. Okay? Because they were able to ask questions and so forth. You are not, because you're watching the replay, which people are getting major success over in the Toot Your Own Horn. They're getting a lot of movement from their SPs. So because you are able to ask questions like they did and get the actual live, you will get a coaching call. Because I love you. Good Uncle Red. That's a sign. If you're constantly saying her name everywhere, that is a fucking sign. Okay? That's a sign. Because you're bringing things into your awareness. Okay? And when you bring things into your awareness, you'll start to see more of it. We talked about this already, Bevy. Get a grip, bitch. Get a grip. The first one. Not the elongated. Did I answer your question? What the fuck is the difference between a gummy bear and a gummy worm? Other than the length. Yes, Bevy. Other than the length of the gummy. They're the same. They're the goddamn same. But do you... Bevy. Me and Bevy have the best relationship in the world, by the way. But other than I feel like maybe you get more bang for your buck with the gummy worm, right? Because they're longer. So it's like 2 gummy bears in one. Shit. Oh, now I want to go buy 2 bags. I want to count out the gummy bears because I have nothing else to fucking do with my life. So I'll just like open up the gummy and just count them and see which gives the best bang for the buck. Just say. Thanks, Organically Zen Skincare. What up, bitch? Crazy but pretty. Like the name. You're manifesting him, and I'm so in my state, but there's still no message. Why or how to change that? It depends on what state you're in. If you're in the state, you need to be in the state of knowing, okay? Knowing how they feel about you, knowing that they think about you. And you do this through your inner conversations. But what you're not doing is you're focusing on still nothing, still nothing, still nothing. So if you're in the state, you wouldn't be focusing on still nothing. Okay? You'd create movement for everything. Everything. Nothing has meaning until you give it a meaning. And it's amazing when you start assigning a certain meaning, all of a sudden it starts to play out in your 3D. Okay? But you have to persist. Okay? You have to persist in assigning nothing but positive meaning to everything. If you're truly in the state of knowing, then there's nothing to question. Okay? There's nothing to check. You would have nothing to question. You wouldn't be like, Well, why haven't I gotten a message, right? Understand that there's a process that leads up to contact. Okay, them looking at your stuff, looking in your looking at your pictures, thinking about you a lot, things reminding them of you, and different things like that. And then they contact you. But typically, this is where people screw it up. And you have to persist forward because usually when it pushes out in the 3D, it comes quick. It starts to progress quickly because there was a process that led up to it pushing out in your 3D. Okay? So what do you need to do? Persist. Tell yourself what you want to tell yourself, not what you see. And don't recap your fucking day and acknowledge no message. I'm not saying you need to acknowledge message, but don't acknowledge no message. Just don't even think about it. It shouldn't be that difficult. And besides, I keep telling you guys, everyone is you pushed out, right? So how do you leverage that? Obviously, by the way you see them, right? But here's also another thing that I've told you guys, but I'll tell you for the new people, in case you're new here. You can assign into their reality whatever the fuck you want. So if we can create signs, this is where you have to leverage signs and say, okay, if I can create a sign in my reality, right, and have that be true, then why can't I create signs in their reality too? It's all through thoughts, right? So if I can transfer thoughts to them, then why can't I transfer signs to them too? And be like, every time that motherfucker sees a bird, all he does is think about me. Yeah, every time he sees a bird, all he does is think about me. The thing is you don't really have any resistance to that, so you don't really need to put a lot of pressure on that, okay? You wouldn't need to put a lot of pressure. This is not something you would need to affirm for. It's literally something that you can just say randomly a couple times every day. Every time he sees a bird, he's thinking about me. Let's create signs in his reality too. And then, you know, if somebody you don't like, you're like, every time a bird flies over his head, it shits on his fucking face. I mean, I was just saying. God, just saying. Somebody pisses you off, you got a coworker that you're working on changing your assumption, and you could just be like, that's right, Flashy. That's right. Cup of coffee, check. He will be back. Why wouldn't he, bitch? Wow, that man is like, he's like 2 seconds away from moving back in. He's there all the time anyway. He may as well move back in. He'll realize that. He's already realizing that. How does it work when you manifest for me? You get stuck in when you check out, you get a form to complete. At the bottom of the form, there is a book a call. And so you book a call with me. We jump on a call. We recreate your SP on the spot together. I listen to some of your backstory to find out some language and to tell you a large problem where the problem lies. I tell you how to easily play your part. It's a very simple role to play. And then you get put in a private WhatsApp group between me, you, and my team. You also put your SP's photo in there, which I keep telling you, you have your SP's photo in multiple fucking places. You put your SP's photo in there. I need their name and not their full government name. Yeah, well, I'm going to address that actually. And you put contact, no contact, relationship, wherever you're taking off from, wherever we're taking off from. And then I get to work. I do the photo method on your SP about 2 times a day, at least 2 times a day. In the morning and at night, bitch, okay? And then you report back movement that you're receiving. And as you're receiving movement, we help you keep that movement going so that you have consistent movement. And then I move on to the next step with your SP. That's how that works. Very simple process. Highly effective too, by the way. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. I was going to tell you, some of you like to go hire people, okay? But I want you to be very careful if someone is requiring your SP's last name. If they're asking for your SP's last name, please don't give it to them. Because it's irrelevant, okay? It's irrelevant. I don't give a fuck what they're doing. They don't need it. But if they ask for it, don't give it to them. If they're asking for any of their social media, channels. Do not give it to them. Less is more. Okay? Because I've had numerous clients attempt to get blackmailed. Most of them on TikTok. One of them was on Facebook Marketplace, but most of them are on TikTok. And they threaten to contact your SPs. How would they be able to do that if they didn't have their last name? You know what I'm saying? Brian is Brian. You know what I'm saying? There's a million Brians out there. So if anybody's asking for too much information when it comes to your SPs, that's a red ass fucking flag. Okay? Please don't do that. First of all, please don't hire spellcasters or any of that shit in the first place. But shall you decide to do any of that shit? Because I can't make you not do it, okay? But at least I can help you be smart about the shit. I think it's all bullshit. You already know my stance on any of that shit. But please be smart about it, because I've had way too many people get blackmailed over that shit. And they threaten to, like I said, they threaten to contact their SPs. I'm like, how the fuck can they do that? Unless you gave them too much information. Okay? Don't do that. All right? All right. Oh. At first I was like, who the fuck are you talking about? We call her MKD. Wobble this morning, but MKD knocked me right out of it. Good, Kirsty. Now keep fucking going. And start wobbling. Or stop wobbling. I'm just trying to help you guys out from getting hustled around here, because there's a lot of hustlers in this. There's a lot of hustlers on the internet, so please be careful. Kind of like how we have to teach our children, you know, that shit is out there for good, so be careful who the fuck you're sending shit to. How can you do the photo method on gutter trash? Can you help me with that? Yeah, so you can do one out of two ways. Yes, see. The first way is just based on my personal preference, because if you think I'm going to look at that bitch, I'm not going to look at that broad. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you have the stomach to look at her, then you can look at her, right? But you can just look at your SP and be like, you can't fucking stand her. You know what I'm saying? You fucking hate her. Okay? You want nothing to do with her, right? Everything about her annoys you. You're completely disgusted by her. You see what I'm saying? And so you can tell him things like that when it comes to gutter trash. When it comes to if you wanted to leverage everyone as you pushed out when it comes, because I think personally, why not double bind when it comes to gutter trash? Is because now I don't get confused, okay? That's not to get confused. Is if you're going to firm gutter trash away, you would focus on gutter trash, right? Banishing gutter trash away, like SP when it comes to gutter trash. Like he or she, like he can't fucking stand, he fucking hates her, all they do is fight, and she's gone away, right? Ooh, girl Sab, go lay down, relax, take care of yourself, bitch. And say the path. Now, you can have, which is what I suggest, random inner conversations within your mind about gutter trash. So you can literally be like, she fucking wants nothing to do with this ass anymore. Like, yeah, she's actually found somebody else, so she's totally moved on. Okay? But that's something that, like, but say it like, if your boyfriend was to come back right now, okay? Like, if your boyfriend was to come back right now and be like, dude, the bitch kicked me fucking out. Like, she literally, they're on my fucking page, Sab. So it's like, but they were literally saying, like, if your boyfriend was to come back and be like, yeah, she fucking actually found somebody else and doesn't even want to be with me anymore and completely kicked me out, what would your reaction be, right? In your mind. That would be my reaction. I'd be like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. And so you leverage that in inner conversation. So you can literally throw that out there randomly at times and be like, like in a laughing way, as if that shit would be hilarious if it became true today, right? In a laughing way and be like, yeah, actually, she wants nothing to do with him. She actually found somebody else and she's completely kicked him out. She's completely moved on, right? Because you add tonality to it, which makes it more authentic in your mind, okay? And pushes out, okay? And so you can literally do that and turn the tables. So you have him wanting nothing to do with her, and now her wanting nothing to do with him. Easy peasy. First want to put that shit out. That's right. Get her trash straight now. She's actually in love with a man. Yeah, she's totally found a guy, and she's completely straight now. She's moved on. She wants nothing to do with her. Yeah. You can literally throw that random shit out there. It's not something you need to say a lot. Okay. You can literally throw it randomly out there and have it boom, push out. That's the fun part. Is why not have whoever first to conform wins? Either way, I get my shit. Know what I'm saying? Let's speed it up along. Let's speed it up a little bit. All right. Now, in honor of Sab, who needs to go lay down, let's get into these exercises real quick. Okay? I probably did not, Tempe. We'll talk about how to speed it up, okay? Kuba, how much for a manifestation for a second chance from my, well, if you want to keep calling them an ex, that's your first problem, okay? SP, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, that's all we refer to them around here. We don't call them exes. In exactly 7 days. That's entirely up to you and how disciplined you can be in your mind. Okay? We can jump on a coaching call. I'll tell you exactly how to manifest them back in 7 days. If you'll listen and you'll do it. It doesn't take a long time. You can manifest them back in why 7 days? Why not 5? Why not 4? Why not 3? Why not 48 hours? That's entirely up to you. And if you're willing to discipline yourself. Okay? So if you do exactly what I tell you to do, you could have them conform within 48 hours, total turnaround. Circumstance does not fucking matter. Okay? All right. And I'll tell you how to speed up your manifestation, okay? I really need to get into what caused your breakup, but I will go ahead and tell you that shit. Yes, Sarah, it on here, okay? Rule of thumb when it comes to SPs is on here, you guys refer to them as SP, right? Or in our WhatsApp group. But really, I want you to start training yourself to be like my man, right? Because that's what they are. My girl, right? My husband, my wife, right? Like you see, when Flashy comes on here, Flashy never once says SP. She says hubby. That's how you should refer to them as. Because that's what you intend them to be, correct? So you should never refer to them as an ex or anything other than boyfriend, girlfriend, however you would naturally call them. If you're in a relationship, how would you refer to them? Then that's how you should be referring to them now. Not as, definitely not in your mind. So you should never call them SP. We're going to start training our group to start doing that shit. Is no more. Yes, go to baby love. What did you say? You're Pookie Bear. There you go. That's exactly what the fuck they are now. Okay? Because that's how we have to go with it. Pay me for what? Dreaming. I mean, if you wanted to shoot me money, I'm just kidding. Yeah, people work with me all the time because I help you, right? That's what somebody said in my coaching call today. She was like, thank you so much. This was so fucking helpful. This was like really, really helpful. And clearing things up and to go get her. And she's locked in now. You guys got to lock the shit in. Okay? So get somewhere comfy and fucking cozy. All right. All right. Yeah, why not? I would love to help you manifest your SP back. People do it every day. If I'm in contact, my next step is to spend more time together, right? Yes, Golden Baby Love. Yes, it is. But you need to stop acknowledging you're not. Okay? Okay. So get somewhere comfy. Sit in a fucking chair, Chris. God damn it. All right, sit in a goddamn chair. Okay? And if you are new here, I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I always put them on the tube of the U. I shut off ads for the first 24 hours, so you don't got to worry about that shit. You watch it ad free. My gift to you. Okay? But most importantly, do what the hell I say. Why don't you try actually implementing the shit? Why don't you do that? My humor's always dry or sarcastic, so I got the most sarcastic sense of humor in the world. Okay, so I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks. I've managed to cut that time in fucking half. If you want me to manifest your SP for you because I'm fucking good at it, or you want to work with me one-on-one to figure out where you're going wrong so you can get your shit right, all links are in my bio. I have hundreds of testimonies. I'm working on cutting them so MKD can put them on things for me, so I can put them in my stories and on my TikTok and everywhere else. I have hundreds of testimonials since I've been teaching this shit since February. So if you're serious about cutting out the noise and you actually want to get movement with your SP, if you actually want to get your shit back, then grab a session, period. Look at that. Like Lisa said, he started messaging her because of my advice. Yeah. We'll talk about that, Lisa, in a second. Talk about that after we do the exercises, because Sad's got to take a little nap. Okay. We also have SP stories, self-concept stories, bedtime stories, whatever the fuck you want stories, paired with songs. Okay. So if you want to, you may as well grab it now, because by the time my coaching calls are over today, the prices will be different. It takes me 2 minutes. Okay. But I'm going to do them on my calls. Okay. So there's that. Always, Sab. Ain't nobody got your back like I fucking do. Okay. I'll get your back. Period. Okay, I ride for you guys because I care about you. You won't find anybody on the internet that cares about you more than I do, because I'll yell at you on here and I'll cry with you. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? But that's because I care. Okay? If you're not a part of our WhatsApp community, you should join our WhatsApp community, because it is lit and it is a very engaging, very active community where we laugh together, we joke together, and you can also get advice. Okay? You can also get fucking advice in there. And, yeah, we got text coaching. We've got 2 new masterclasses that will kick off. Again, if you're interested in getting the Toot Your Own Horn replays, then it comes with a coaching call. Thanks, Organically Zen Skincare Girlfriend. Then it comes with a coaching call. My gift to you. Just hit that up. Oh, silly doke, silly. Okay. Now, you should be somewhere comfy and cozy. Let's begin. I want you to take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to relax. Close your eyes. Just relax for a minute. Forget about your worries, your fears, the unknown, the uncertainty. Right now, I don't want you to think about anything. Don't question anything. Forget about what's going to happen 5 minutes from now. Forget about what's happening 5 minutes ago. Do not question anything. Now I want you to imagine that you're in a giant amphitheater. It's dark outside. There's no one there but you. And you're sitting in the middle of this amphitheater. In front of you, there's a giant stage. And on this stage, there's a single stage light that goes from the ceiling down to the center of the stage. I want you to focus on that stage light for just a moment. And as you focus on that stage light, you start to notice that you're actually not alone. In fact, you notice that off in the distance, in the back of the stage, out of the light, a dark, shadowy figure. And as you adjust your focus to the shadowy figure, you start to realize that that person is actually your SP. Now I want you to call your SP. I want you to say their name, and I want you to tell them to come into the light, into the center of the stage. Do that now. And as your SP starts to walk into the light, you start to notice their facial features, their physical features, and you also notice a gold cord that runs directly from your third eye into theirs. Now I want you to look at your SP, and I want you to ask them, do you support me? If you can hear their voice, great. If you can't, that's okay too. But I want you to hear them tell you, yes. Now ask your SP, do you love me? Also, hear them tell you, yes. Now I want you to look at your SP, and I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP, but this time they're not going to respond, and that's okay. I want you to look at them, right in their eyes, and I want you to say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now I want you to reach up with your hands as if it's a pair of scissors. And I want you to cut the gold cord that runs directly from your third eye only, leaving the gold cord intact with your SP's third eye. And I want you to reach, as the gold cord begins to fall to the floor, I want you to reach up with your other hand. And I want you to pull the roots of that gold cord out of your third eye and just toss them aside. And as the gold cord continues to fall to the floor, your SP starts to float away like a balloon. And they get farther and farther. And they get smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther. And they get smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther. And they get smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther and smaller and farther until they just disappear. I want you to take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to open your eyes. Now, what we did there is called cord cutting, okay? The 4 phrases that you said were Ho'oponopono. It's a spiritual tradition, a Hawaiian tradition. And what you're doing is cleansing the energy between you and your SP, okay? You're not cutting them out of their lives. I do this with my daughter all the time. She's still fucking here, okay? But you're cleansing that energy. You're keeping it fresh, new energy, okay? Good, Ollie. Stick around because you will love it here. Here I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I will kick your ass when you get out of line as well. That's how I get you to get your shit. Nat, it's okay if you really struggle with visualization. I am not a huge visualizer, okay? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So the reason why you're cutting the cord between you is because ever since you met your boyfriend, this is everyone. This is anyone in your life, okay? Which is why sometimes you'll like be full of energy and other days you'll be exhausted because everyone that you've ever came into contact with, you're attached to their energy. So because of that, when it comes to your SP, every time you had an argument, every time you had a disagreement, every time there was hostility, all that negative energy, it just built and built and built. It never went away. So what we do is we cleanse that energy between you and your SP. Okay, so therefore it's fresh energy, it's new energy. I did this with my, I need to stop talking about him because I'm telling you guys, since I use him as an example, he has never once ever shown up on my suggested friends list on Instagram until the other day. And then all of a sudden he's a suggested friend. I'm like, what in the fuck? But I did this with my ex that I had not talked to in 8 years. And he contacted me within 72 hours and was like, hey, I was just thinking about you, wanted to see how you were doing. I was like, ooh. Okay. So the fact is that you're cleansing that energy, so you will pop into their mind. Okay. We had Shayna, she did this with, you can do this with anybody. She did this with a daughter she had not talked to in 2 years. Her daughter contacted her. We've had numerous people get contact from their SPs right after doing the cord cutting. Okay, so because the reality is they think about you. They will think about you. This time when they think about you, it's different. Sam, you got gas like a motherfucker, bitch. Shannon is a queen of manifesting now. She is. So they will think about you. So right now you need to know that your SP is thinking about you. Hold your questions because we're still not done. Okay? All right. That's goddamn right, MM. She just got movement. He reached out after 2 weeks. That's goddamn right. That's right. I don't want to be around Sab. She'd be fart like a storm. Do they smell though, Sab? Do they smell? Did you know, fun fact about farting, might be a little TMI for some of you. That's all right. Pull your SP's photos out. Why I give you my fun fact about farting in case you didn't know. Okay, get your pictures of your SP out. But did you know that if you pass gas and it smells, that means you have to take a shit? You don't believe me? Try it. Next time if you have a smelly ass fart, that means that's because you have to take a shit. I told you. There you go. That's my fun fact for the fucking day. One of many. See how much you guys learn around here? Oh man, we're just educating machines around here. That's right. Now we have no secrets here and we have no filter. It is completely uncensored, unfiltered, and raw around here. So, all right. Now that you have your SP's photos out, let's get you some goddamn fucking contact. Okay? All right. So, this is the photo method. This is pinned to the top of my profile. There's like 40-something thousand views for it. You can watch that one, or there is another one, which I did, which is the one that we do now, a little elongated version of it. That is where I'm wearing a bathrobe, Taylor's favorite bathrobe. There's 2 videos in a row where I'm wearing a bathrobe. It's one of the fucking 2. Is where I give you the elongated version. The one I did before, and you can read all the fucking comments on that one because people were getting all kinds of shit there. Okay? So you can do that. All right? All right. The bathroom. I gotta bring it back, bitch, but it's too fucking hot for that shit. It's too hot for clothes around here at this point. So, but I can't come on here nude because I stand up, and that would be way TMI. So, anyway, all right. I need you to go back because you're welcome, Steph, girlfriend. Okay. You have to understand this, okay, is your SP changed over the course of your relationship, okay? They were not the same at the end of your relationship as they were in the beginning of your relationship, but you also changed. You also changed, okay? And that's what you also need to remember, because your relationships tend to create insecurities within yourself, especially if you want them back, okay? If you want them back, you tend to put them on the pedestal, meaning that you think they're better than you. You need them, you don't want them. That's the perspective you're coming from. We have to change that. Okay, so you need to put yourself on that pedestal. And so I need you to go back to the beginning of your relationship, to the beginning. Who were you in the beginning of your relationship? Because in the beginning of your relationship, When you first met your SP, you were not the same. You knew who you were, right? You were fine. You were living your best ass life. You know what I mean? Specific person. Usually it's an ex or somebody new. So usually so when you first met your SP, you were just living your life. You knew exactly who the fuck you were, right? You literally did not have any worries about shit, okay? At all. Snaps to Tyrese. Movement, bitch. Now keep that and leverage your movement, Tyrese, to keep going in that state, in that mentality, okay? All right, so I want you to go back and tap into that version of who you were, but the evolved version, okay? Where you know who the fuck you are. How you see yourself is not validated by your relationship. You didn't even fucking know your SP, right? So you didn't need your SP to make you feel happy. You didn't need your SP to make you feel validated in who the fuck you were. You knew who you were. And that version of you is who your SP was attracted to, chased, pursued, wanted to be with. Because you may be sure you wanted to be with your SP, but you didn't need to be with your SP. You didn't need to. Right? Like Ann said, movement started with the heart attack. Yeah, that was her. She wouldn't have guessed the how on how they would have really came into contact again like that. Right? She wouldn't have guessed the how, but the big movement started after she started putting herself back on that fucking pedestal. You need to know who you are. You shouldn't need your SP to tell you about yourself. You need to tell yourself about yourself. Okay? So that version of you is who your SP wanted to talk to all the time. That version of you is who your SP wanted to spend all their time with. That version of you is who your SP fell in love with, got feelings for, wanted to be with. So you must go back to that version, but the evolved version, the better version of you that doesn't seek validation from anybody. Excuse me while I saw my sign for you guys. I told Bev, I said, it's obviously not a squirrel because I'm on the second floor of my home. Okay. So I need you to go back to that version of you. Okay. Now I want you to think about a time in your relationship. Okay. Of course he is, Tyrese. Of course he is. That's goddamn right. Leverage that. Remember, it only has a meaning. It only has the meaning you want it to mean. And I like that meaning. It's a good aspect of meaning. Okay? Now go back to a time in your relationship where everything was perfect, where you didn't question anything. You did not question a damn thing. Okay? You knew. I want you to go back to that time when your SP was exactly how you loved them. I want you, first of all, we'll start here with the obvious. Remind yourself of why the fuck you want them back. What is it about them? Why do you want them back? Select that version of your SP right now. Only see that version of your SP because that version of your SP is why you want them back. They checked all the boxes, okay? You knew exactly how they felt about you. You didn't check your phone in the morning and throughout the day wondering if you were going to hear from them. You knew you would hear from them. You knew they would contact you. Why wouldn't they? You know, you talked all the time. You knew that you would see them, that you would spend time with them. You always did. That version of your SP, you didn't question how they felt about you. You knew how they felt about you. You knew they wanted to be with you. That version of your SP is also who you fell in love with, which is why you want them back. Remember who that version of your SP is only, Irene. From this point forward, no other version of them exists. No other version of them exists, except for perfect girlfriend, perfect boyfriend, perfect husband, perfect wife. That is it. It's fucking rude, Irene. Okay? Remember this version. How you see them is how they must show up. How you see them is how they must do the things you want them to do. Okay? Up until now, all you have done is expect from them what you don't want based on your 3D. Okay, so you have let your 3D control your thoughts about, and you've been expecting up until now what you don't want. They're not contacting me. We're in no contact. I'm blocked. They don't want to spend time with me. I'm not a priority in their lives. They're not making enough time for me. This, that, and the fucking third. Okay? Instead, you need to start focusing on what you want from your SP. Of course they're going to contact me. Why wouldn't they contact me? They think about nothing but me. They think about me all the time. They're going to constantly spend time with me. I am their top priority. They're always spending time with me. They absolutely want to be with me. Whatever that next step with your SP is what you must say. Okay? Okay. Yeah, you do, Irene, if you don't want her to be a bitch. Okay. Okay. Because the reality is, no contact is not a thing. You are constantly in contact. Then Sedona, get very clear on the kind of relationship you want. How do you want to be treated? How do you want somebody to be for you? That's why you tend to attract the people that you don't want. You tend to attract the toxic relationships because you're not clear on what you do want. You know everything you don't want, but you're not clear on what you do want. And what you focus on expands, okay? So I want you to start focusing on what you want because that expands. If you keep focusing on what you don't want, that also expands. What's your pleasure? Okay? No contact is not a thing. Maybe in the 3D, you're not seeing contact, but you're always in contact with them. Every time you talk about them, every time you think about it, you're talking to them. Okay? I was on a call with somebody the other day. She goes, I didn't say that to him. I said, yeah, you did. She goes, no, I didn't. I didn't say that to them. I said, no, yeah, you did. And she goes, oh, I see what you're saying now. That's right, Ness. Join the pickle gang. So you're always talking to your SPs, okay? You're always talking to your SPs. So you have to remember that. Hold on, Maria. I'll answer after we get back from the break because this bitch got to go to the bathroom. Okay? So you need to remember that. And when you understand and you start to control what you're saying to your SPs, then things change. So right now, you need to understand that. And so now you're going to control what thoughts are being passed to your SP because every time you think about your SP, they think about you. And every time they think about you, you think about them. Period. Okay? What? You can only, what? Is there a label on the fucking pickle jar that says for pregnant bitches only? My daughter fucks with pickles. What the fuck you trying to say, bitch? So you have to understand that, okay? I'm not answering that question right now, actually, Steph. So, anywho, Nanner, that's what you have to know, all right? So we're going to stick with that vibe, okay? Now, understand that you are now going to up your game. And so this is where we're going to leverage their photos. So if you are new here, I need you to put on your fucking crown. If you are not new here, I need you to straighten your crown. You're going to straighten it now. Here we get what we want and we get it when we want it. Period. We don't settle for less around here. Okay. Okie dokie. When queens and kings give a command, do they sit there and question, wonder, worry, doubt, check? After I went to the bathroom, I literally walked down my 3 stairs and was like, what the fuck? How do I have to go again? They don't check. Okay, queens and kings, they don't need to check shit. There's nothing to check. There's nothing to worry about. They know. I gave the command, it must be fulfilled. That's how queen and king energy works. You are in control of your reality. You're not going to settle for fucking less. Because my goal is that each and every one of you here get movement with your SPs. Fucking duh. That's why I go live daily here, so that you get movement with your SPs and join every other member that's been doing nothing but getting movement since joining my lives. That's what we fucking do around here, bitch. Okay? All right. So if you are alone, you're going to say it out loud. Say it with a little bit of backbone, a little bit of command. If you're impatient, get impatient with them. Get an attitude. Get impatient. Like you get impatient with your child when you've asked them to do something 15 times and they didn't do that shit. What do? You get impatient. Okay? So that's what you're going to do, right? That's what Emma said. I got angry. So did Shayna. So did a lot of people. They got angry with their SPs. Like, excuse me, bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? Excuse me. Okay? We're doing it right now, girl. Or Andy. Okay? So you need to do that. Get angry with them. Get an attitude. Okay? Tonality is most of communication. Okay? The words coming out of your mouth is only 7% of total communication. Okay? So understand that. This is why you can say one thing two different ways. You can say one thing and have it mean two different things. Because tonality is everything in communication. It's how you get what the fuck you want. You get an attitude. Right? Okay. By the way, if you are being privately messaged in our WhatsApp, I'm not saying you are, but so relax. But if you are being privately messaged about joining a class or anything else, joining other communities, anything else in our community, please let me or Bevy know about it so we can shut the shit down. Okay? All right. Now, if you are in no contact with your SP or you are in contact with your SP, but it is not consistent contact, then you're gonna tell their ass to contact you. So you're gonna look at them dead ass in their fucking face, again with a little bit of backbone. If you're not alone, say it in your mind so you don't go wacko, okay? And you're gonna tell them to contact you. You're gonna say, you know you're thinking about me right now, and you're gonna contact me. That's right, Taylor. I know you're thinking about me. I know you're thinking about me right now, and you're going to contact me right now. You are contacting me right now. You are going to contact me right now. You are contacting me right now. You can say contacting, calling, texting. It really doesn't fucking matter. Okay? You're contacting me right now. Sab over here. Reminding people to join our band. Okay? If you are in consistent contact with your SP is specific person. Okay, if you're in consistent contact with your SP, but you are a long distance, you can say, you're contacting me right now and you're going to tell me everything I want to hear. You are contacting me right now and you're going to tell me everything I want to hear. Okay? If you are not long distance, but in consistent communication, then you're going to be like, you're coming to see me today. You know you want to come see me today. You are coming to see me today. You know you want to come see me today. You are coming to see me today. Period. Okay? If you are in any of the ships, friendship, situationship, relationship, situationship, did I say that? Marriage ship, any of that shit, then you can do the ones I already gave examples of, or you can say, no, it will not, Lillian. Okay? And I can tell you why, but after this, I gotta go to the bathroom, okay? All right, and so if you're in any of the ships, you can say any of the previous ones, or you can have fun with it. You're going to look at them in their face. You can say, you're cooking me dinner tonight. You know you want to cook me dinner tonight. You're taking me on a date tonight. You know you want to take me on a date tonight. You're buying me flowers today. You know you want to buy me flowers today. You are giving me sexy time tonight. You know you want to give me sexy time. You're giving me a massage today. You know you want to give me a massage tonight. Whatever you want. Have fun with it. Get impatient with their ass. Okay? Okay. Now, if you're on the fence about what kind of songs our songs sound like, I'll tell you why in a minute after this fucking exercise. Okay? If you are on the fence about a song, allow you to get an example. Give your command and expect them right now. Expect them to contact you. Yes, Bonnie. Expect them to contact you. Expect something different. Do it now. And stick around because I'm going to have an assignment for you and we're going to discuss a couple things that are important. So don't go anywhere. Don't be a little bitch. Stop living by your circumstances. Stop becoming who you plan. Different hearts. My daughter can do this shit.
One mission brought them here. 4 hearts, one purpose, one fire, one dream, changing lives. One soul at a time. One voice becomes another, then another, then another, until the whole room starts believing. One laughs like Welsh sunshine, bright enough to change the day. Beauty wrapped in brilliant wisdom, always knowing what to say. Patient through 1,000 questions, never rushing, always kind, turning fear into direction, leaving no one left behind. Different stories, different roads. One mission keeps them here. 4 hearts, one purpose, one fire, one dream, changing lives. One soul at a time. One voice becomes another, then another, then another, until the whole room starts believing. One tells the truth without apology, tiny frame but standing tall, guardian of every heartbeat, always answering the call. Covered stories written in ink, cats asleep beside the chair, loving hard, protecting hard, showing everyone she cares. She'll fight for every family, she'll fight for what is right, and if the room forgets its manners, she'll set the whole thing right. Different voices, different strength. One mission brought them here. 4 hearts, one purpose, one fire, one dream, changing lives. One soul at a time. One voice becomes another, then another, then another, until the whole room starts believing. One writes between old pages and hoofbeats before dawn, turning thoughts into melodies until new dreams are born. Finding beauty inside words, painting futures into art, building songs and endless visions straight from philosophy and heart. Always searching for the answer, always helping people see the strongest stories ever written begin with possibility. When the whole world falls asleep, you'll still find 4 lights on. One more message, one more song, one more design, one more call. Because somewhere, someone's waiting to remember who they really are. 4 hearts, one purpose, one fire, one dream, building futures, one soul at a time. Stand back up, lift your head, the story isn't finished yet. The power never left, it was always inside you. 4 different women, one common dream, one extraordinary family. Some people build a business, She chose to build belief. She saw a crown and broken souls long before they could see. She reminds the world each morning, the pen is in your hand. Stop living by your circumstances. Start becoming who you plan. Different hearts, different gifts. One mission brought them here. Four hearts, one purpose, one fire, one dream, changing lives, one soul at a time. One voice becomes another, then another, then another, until the whole room starts believing. One laughs like Welsh sunshine, bright enough to change the day. Beauty wrapped in brilliant wisdom, always knowing what to say. Patient through 1,000 questions, never rushing, always kind, turning fear into direction, leaving no one left behind. Different stories, different roads. One mission keeps them here. Four hearts, one purpose, one fire, one dream, changing lives, one soul at a time. One voice becomes another, then another, then another, until the whole room starts believing. One tells the truth without apology, tiny frame but standing tall, guardian of every heartbeat, always answering the call. Covered stories written in ink, cats asleep beside the chair, loving hard, protecting hard, showing everyone she cares. She'll fight for every family. She'll fight for what is right. And if the room forgets its manners, she'll set the whole thing right. Different voices, different strength. One mission brought them here. Four hearts, one purpose, one fire, one dream, changing lives, one soul at a time. One voice becomes another, then another, then another, until the whole room starts believing.
Start believing.
One writes between old pages, and hoofbeats beat.
What did Penguin say? Start believing. Excuse me. Start believing. Start believing. Start believing something different. Okay? Start believing in your power. I forgot Jackie. It's King Joe. I'm switching up my drink because the other one is too cold. It's too warm now. Okay? You know, you need to start believing in something different. Okay? You need to start believing in your power. In your fucking power. Period. There's no other option. Okay? You have the power, but you're giving it away to the 3D, to your SP, to your family, to your friends, to your bosses, to your coworkers, to every fucking body. Take it back. Take it back. Because I tell you over and over again, if there's one thing you're in control of, and that's your fucking mind, stop giving that away. Stop letting the 3D control your mind. And your mind needs to start controlling the 3D. Do you understand? Thanks, Lisa, girlfriend. You've done this exercise many times with me, and for the first time, you saw a green aura on this picture. Oh, I like that. I like that shit. Okay. Okay, so here's why. I've talked about this before. Here's why if you do manifestation communities revision, it doesn't work. Okay, and the reason why is because they don't understand the subconscious mind. Okay, your subconscious mind. Okay, so your conscious mind is your protector. Okay, it's the analyzer, the logical thinker of your brain. It's the protector in you too, which is why you have certain memories of your past, but you don't recall everything from your past, right? Versus your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind remembers anything and everything about you. So it knows everything about you, which is why a lot of times you'll have deja vu moments where you're like, this feels so familiar to me, because your subconscious mind knows that about you, something, whatever you've experienced, okay? It knows this about you. So when you do conscious revision, of course, Ray Niece, he's calling me right now. Why the fuck wouldn't he? I love it. Okay. And you notice this is where a lot of people, this is where they're getting the movement from their SPs, right? When they get angry with them. Get angry with their picture. You can tell that you can talk to their photo and say whatever the fuck you want, okay? Whatever you want. There's no limits, okay? Now, manifestation tells you just to revise, but here's the thing. How the fuck do you revise a breakup? Like, what are you supposed to imagine? You just sitting on the couch, having totally fine, like being totally fine. You know what I'm saying? Why does this make any sense? Alice. Hopefully it's not like my bruise, bitch. I'd be like a golf ball. Yeah. And it burns. But I'm manifesting that shit away. Okay? So, right. Revision is very difficult to do because it's like recalling something different. But how do you do that? Right? So that's where revision to me never made any sense in the manifestation community because of what I know about the subconscious mind. If the subconscious mind knows everything about you and remembers everything about you, you can consciously tell yourself something different. But your subconscious mind is what pushes out and keeps things in place. So as much as you want to tell yourself something different consciously, your subconscious mind still remembers it. Okay? So if you're going to revise, it has to be from the subconscious level. Snaps to Mariana. Of course. Well, it's an assumption for sure. But what you're not understanding is you're consciously trying to tell yourself something different, but you have to create the repetition. Okay? When you're going to consciously revise, you have to create the repetition consciously so it gets into your subconscious mind. So you'd have to repeatedly tell yourself something different. Who the fuck has time for that shit? When I could sit there and literally just start having inner conversations, which goes directly into the subconscious mind, no repetition required, which is why the negative shit manifests so quickly, no repetition needed. I could just tell myself something fucking different and keep it pushing and have that shit manifest instead of consciously doing revision, because you have to create the repetition to get into the subconscious mind, which is why these people out here on the fucking internet contradict themselves, okay? They contradict themselves all the time if you listen to what they say, okay? And first of all, you should listen to their stories because they all tell you their stories, and you should know that they were teaching manifestation without manifesting shit. A lot of them, if you look at their stories, right? When they say them, I was like, wait, I have a friend like this. She's got a multi-million-dollar manifestation business. And she had $86 in her bank account, was living on her grandma's couch, teaching manifestation. I was like, that's unethical. I've told her this. I was like, that's unethical in my opinion, because if I'm going to teach something, it's because I should have done it already, right? I taught manifestation for weight loss because I lost 100 pounds, no diet, no exercise in 11 months. So I taught it. Okay. I taught entrepreneurs how to create business success because I had 3 successful businesses myself. So I was able to teach it. I manifested my boyfriend back. So I'm able to teach it. See what I'm saying? So I'm very congruent with what I teach, but most of them not. They were teaching it before they had shit. but they tapped into a lucrative market. That's what they did. Okay, and now they're just regurgitating content. So they'll tell you that robotic affirming is they'll tell you this. Robotic affirming, you have to create the repetition so it gets into the subconscious mind, right? Well, then how is revision any different? You're consciously telling yourself something different. So you still have to create the repetition to get here. There's no difference. It's all the same. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, where's your time best spent, right? I'm impatient with my shit. I want my shit quick, which is why I don't need to go digging for limiting beliefs and blocks, and I don't need to sit there and tell myself things that don't help me, like irregulated nervous system. What the fuck is a irregulated nervous system, right? I didn't know what any of that shit was because I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't going to tell myself that shit. Like, there's always some kind of portal, like Lionsgate portal, right? There's some other shit is going on, coming up in the spiritual world. You know, I don't need to do all that shit because this is why crystals don't work. This is why a lot of the things that you try don't work, because you have to create the assumption first. So who has time for that shit? When I could literally just start right now telling myself something fucking different, what I want, instead in a natural flow of inner conversation, and in inner conversation, have that shit push out. To me, it just seems like, what's your pleasure? You know what I'm saying? What's your pleasure? And I wasn't saying, I never created the assumption in myself that revision was hard. It just, what I said is, I didn't say revision was hard. Never did I say that. Pay attention. Pay attention. I said it made no sense to me. Because how do you revise a breakup? What up, Convicted Chaos? How do you revise a breakup? You're supposed to act like it didn't happen. You're just supposed to, like, what? Revise. You're supposed to play a scene of you going on a date instead of them breaking up with you. I mean, how is that, like, that's why it didn't make any sense to me. Because no one can tell you how to do it. Have you ever noticed that? They'll tell you to revise, but they can't tell you how to do it. They'll be like, visualize. Okay, cool, but what the fuck are you telling yourself the rest of the day? Okay? Unless you're going to sit there and shut out the world and just visualize, which I call bullshit on some people, where I'm like, you did not sit there and lock yourself in a goddamn fucking room for 72 hours and just affirm. You had nothing else to do? Sounds exhausting. Okay? But they'll tell you just to revise, or they'll tell you what revision is, and they'll be like, just visualize a different scene, a different outcome. Okay. But did you notice Neville Goddard never actually did that? Okay. If you want to go off Neville Goddard, right? What did Neville Goddard do? Neville Goddard visualized the outcome he wanted. That's not revision. He didn't revise them saying, hey, sorry, you can't go home. He didn't revise. He visualized and told himself that they were going home. And that's what manifested. See what I'm saying? So, because you'll sit there and let's say you revise a scene in your mind. Well, what are you doing the rest of the day? You're thinking against it. Well, then revision doesn't do shit. Because you visualize, this is why law of attraction doesn't work. Which is why they literally tell you without telling you that the shit don't work. Because like if you watch like Robert Zink, right? Law of Attraction Solutions, please don't. They'll be like, save this video and watch it for the next 21 days. Why do I need to watch the shit for the next 21 fucking days? Oh, that's right. Because you want me, again, to help your algorithm. You want me to help you make more money. So you're using me. And you're creating false assumptions in me that it's going to take 21 fucking days for this shit to work. No. But that's why it doesn't work. Because you spend 5 minutes, or if you were like me in the beginning, you spend hours upon hours doing the shit. It's like, but again, you're thinking against it the rest of your day. That's how you've been manifesting. You didn't have to do any of that shit in the beginning, did you? No, you didn't. So why would you have to do it now? Instead, I'd rather focus on what the hell I want instead of what I don't want. I don't have time for that shit. So you simplify, you don't overcomplicate. And that's where people go wrong. That's where people go wrong. Tyrese, you are not fucking fat in any sense of that word. You need a flatter stomach. What are you talking about? You look like Dwayne Johnson, bitch. Okay, your conscious mind and your subconscious have to work in alignment together. Okay. Now, so your conscious, I'm going to start it off tomorrow where we will get into what caused your fucking breakup because we won't have time for it now and how to create the makeup. So if you're serious about wanting to know what caused your breakup so you can understand so that you can figure out and realize what causes the makeup, because I'm going to tell you both parts. I don't just dangle carrots here. Okay. I tell you, so it will make sense to you because I have to get you to realize you caused the breakup. They didn't do shit to you. In the physical world, sure. But they didn't do shit to you. You did it to yourself. And sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. But the minute you stop living at effect and being like, it's not my fault. They did this to me. They broke my heart. They did this. No, you broke your own fucking heart. Because you chose to see the worst. You chose to tell yourself something that didn't benefit you. And all they did was confirm. Because you have to remember, your SP's job has one job: to confirm what the fuck you're thinking about. That's it. So I need to get you to realize what caused the breakup, and then I'll tell you exactly how to cause the makeup, the reconciliation with your SP. So if you want to know how to do that, then you're going to need to join my live tomorrow or watch the replay. One of the two. Okay? But if you watch my replays, I teach this at least once a week because we get a lot of new people. Okay? And so that's where I differ. Because who the fuck out here on the internet is telling you what caused the breakup? This bitch. No one else is telling you what caused the breakup. But if you can't realize what caused the breakup, then that's why you're in victim mentality. Okay? It's not my fault. You're living at the effect. And if you start living at cause and say, okay, I caused this shit, now you can see a solution. And that's what I'm here to do. Because again, who the fuck teaches you how to actually manifest your SP back? This bitch. I don't dangle the fucking carrot. Okay? Okay. Which is proof is in the pudding. You don't have to take my word for it. You just watch the comments here. Okay? Of people that are getting movement. You don't take my word for it. Okay? So you get your subconscious to match your conscious when you stop reacting to the 3D. Okay? When you start controlling your thoughts, then your subconscious and conscious mind work together in alignment. And when they work together in alignment, then that is where things change. But your subconscious is what pushes things out. There's no conscious manifesting. You're just consciously aware of what you're manifesting. Okay, but your subconscious mind is the driver, the shaker, the motivator. It's the everything. It drives your ship. It controls you, if you will. Okay, so you have subconscious assumptions, but the reason why you have them is because of what you've been telling yourself based on the 3D. It doesn't take a lot of. When you're consciously doing something, you have to create the repetition for it to get to your subconscious mind to rewire the assumption. Yes, they're correct when it comes to that. But the assumptions you have didn't require repetition. That's where you leverage. You say, okay, so if I have these negative assumptions, right? Because we don't just have positive, it's called law of opposites, okay? Where there's up, there's down, hot, cold, north, south. No, it's positive and negative, okay? So you don't just have, thanks, Leah, girlfriend, positive assumptions. You have a shit ton of negative assumptions. Well, how do we get, this is where we have to logically think and have it make sense to your subconscious mind, because it has to make sense to you, okay? So, to your conscious mind. So you say, well, then how the fuck do I have all these negative assumptions? I'm pretty sure I did not affirm for the negative shit, because that sounds dumb as fuck. Why would I do that, right? So how do I have the negative assumptions if I didn't affirm for those? Because You said things because you continue to say things. You're not robotically affirming them, nor are you probably saying in the same way twice. But every time you check the 3D, which is why I tell you as much as you can, don't check the 3D. And if you do it like Tyrese just did, right? Assign the meaning you want to everything. They're always watching my stories. Why wouldn't they? I know they stalk my social media. They constantly go on my social media, right? Tell yourself what you want and tell yourself instead, because that's how everything became everything in the first place. So you have these negative assumptions, but where do they come from? They came from every time you see the 3D and you acknowledge what you don't want. So you're like, it's been 4 months. Are you affirming this? No. But you're keeping it in play because you're like, it's been fucking 4 months since we've last talked. We've been in no contact for 4 months. Why aren't they talking to me? When are they going to contact me? Natural inner conversations that create the assumption that you're in no contact, that they're not contacting you, that they don't want to talk to you. Negative assumption created. No effort required. So if there's no effort required for the negative assumption, then why can't we leverage what we know about that? Again, who the fuck's going to tell you this? Me. You won't find this shit anywhere else on the internet. That I guarantee you. And if you do, it's because they stole that shit from me, because you won't find this anywhere else on the internet. Because I keep it real with you. I have to get you to think differently than what the law of assumption community has been giving you false assumptions about, which is ironic because they teach assumptions, right? But they've been doing nothing but creating false assumptions within you. So you have to say, okay, this is why I teach you how to leverage the law. Fuck the law. We leverage around here, okay? So this is why you say, fuck the 3D, because that's what you say. If the 3D shows you what you don't want to see, fuck the 3D. What do I want to see instead? Because if I can create the negative assumptions by only just thinking about them randomly, then I can leverage that and rewire these assumptions that are not serving me quickly. No repetition required, by simply just randomly telling myself something completely different. Something completely different. Oh yeah, I got a shit ton of manifestation coaches that watch me, that follow me, that work with me. Law of Attraction Solutions follows me. So does Sammy Ingram. So do several other ones. Big names, by the way. And I'm fucking right. Okay? That's why. But you guys get sucked into this vortex of, oh my God, this person has 500,000 followers. They must be legit. No. Let me tell you how they got the followers, if you really must know, because I'm making a video about this. They got them because they did some stupid shit like, karma is real. To claim this energy, you must type 444 or 888 in the comments below and interact with this video 3 times. And if you want your SP back, you must follow me. That's how they got them. The spirituality community, especially the tarot card community, oh, they're big on that shit. They're big on that shit. It's huge. If you don't believe me, watch the tarot card community. Go ahead, watch them. They all say the same exact thing. And I'm here to tell you, you are not going to have bad karma because you did not interact with their video 3 times. Your SP is going to still come back even if you did not interact with their video 3 times. That's how it's going to come back. And their videos, by the way, in case you're curious, do not find you by accident, like they like to claim. If this video found you, it is because you are meant to see this message. The video didn't find you by accident. It found you because you've been watching videos that are similar to that. This is how the For You page works. You've been watching videos similar to that, or you follow them, or you've engaged in any point in time with one of their videos. That's why you see their fucking videos. It didn't find you by accident. It wasn't because the universe brought this video to your For You page That's not how that shit works, okay? Everything is an algorithm on social media. Period. So, that's... Allow yourself to be enlightened on how that works. So, you don't need to interact with their videos. And you'll still get your SB back. Now, you can choose to believe the tarot card reading. I would only believe the ones that benefit you personally. But you can choose to believe the tarot card reading. It has nothing to do with whether you follow them or fucking like their shit. Oh man, that shit fucking kills me. That shit kills me. They say that and I fucking laugh. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Mariana. The eclipse is coming up. There's always some shit. I'm telling you. In the spirituality community, there's always some shit. Always some shit. That's right. The eclipse is coming up. So you know you're going to get your shit on the eclipse. So I am saying I don't need to revise because I can just focus on what I want. 1000%. I did not revise a goddamn thing. I've never revised anything. And I have always gotten my shit. Quickly. Everything has always gone my way. Why? Because I only focus on what I want. I reject anything I don't want. I don't care what they're telling you either. You reject. Okay? I've overcame a lot of major things in my life with what would seem to have odds stacked against me. Where people were like, what in the fuck? Yeah, because I seem to have odds stacked against me. I didn't give a fuck what they were telling me. If it wasn't what I wanted to hear, reject. Reject, reject. I don't believe that. I would even say that. I don't believe that shit. Well, Jen, you need to accept. Accept fucking what? Nope, I don't need to accept shit. Nope, I don't believe it. What do I want to believe instead? I've always got everything I want. So yeah, if you just focus on what you want, you're solid, girl. You're fucking solid. You don't need to do none of that shit. We read way too into this shit. That's right. Your subconscious mind doesn't know. Your subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's not real for you right now. It takes you at your word. And its job is to prove you right. So you need to tell yourself what you wanted to prove you right about, which is your guys' biggest fucking problem. Okay? Your guys' biggest problem is that you are constantly, you know that it proves you right about it proves you right regardless. So why do you keep acknowledging the shit you don't want? If you know the subconscious mind has one job and that is to prove you right. Why do you keep wanting it to prove you right about your SP blocking you, not wanting to talk to you, not contacting you, not wanting to be with you, not wanting to see you, not wanting to make you a priority, not wanting to be in a relationship with you? Why do you keep telling yourself that if you know that your subconscious mind has one job and that is to prove you fucking right? Why do you keep doing that to yourself? So I want you to remind yourself, okay? I want you to remind yourself right now that my subconscious mind, I want you to say it right now. My subconscious mind has one job, and that is to prove me right. It takes me at my word. So why are you allowing yourself to tell yourself what you don't fucking want? Why? Stop doing that. Because in the same fucking breath, you're bitching and you're whining and you're complaining. So from now on, I want you to tell yourself what you want to see, not what you see. My subconscious mind has one job, and that is to prove me right. and it takes me at my word. So why, again, are you telling yourself what you don't want? Why are you acknowledging the shit in your 3D that you don't like? Why are you doing that? When you know its only job is to prove you right. So you keep wanting your subconscious mind, you keep wanting it to prove you right about what the fuck you don't like. You keep wanting it to prove you right about what you don't want. So stop lying to yourself and decide now, do I want my 3D to change? Do I want my reality to reflect what I want instead of what the fuck I don't want? Do I want to get my shit? If the answer to that is yes, then discipline your fucking self. And you need to remind yourself that daily. I'm right regardless. Regardless of what the fuck I tell myself, I'm going to fucking be right. So what do I want to be right about? I don't think you want to be right that they don't want to talk to you and they've moved on and they've blocked you and they ghost you and they fucking don't want anything to fucking do with you and this, that, and the fucking third, do you? No. Who the fuck said I'm strict? You're goddamn right. You don't want them to be that way. Do you? Do you want your shit? If that's the case, then you need to start identifying with something fucking different. Because either way, you're right. So start focusing your thoughts and your attention on what you want to be right about. What you want to see, not what you see. Block their ass, Melissa. Ignore them. Scroll. Beyond. If I ever see a tarot card reader that has nothing to do with, like if I see one and it has nothing to do with what I choose to believe, I'm like, I don't believe that. Nope, not me. Yeah, nope, that has nothing to do with me. It's the algorithm. They're tapping into gutter trash. Okay? Because 3Ps are a problem. So they're tapping into the gutter trash. They're tapping into what the fuck makes them more money. That's right, Chi-Chi. So you need to now, I want you now, because I got a jet, because I got video content to record. And that's going to be one of them. I'll remember that shit, because I'm going to record in about 2 minutes. You need to constantly remind yourself. Swan, message Bebby. She puts you in there. Okay? You need to constantly remind yourself of what the fuck you want. Because you need to remind yourself that you're going to be right. So what do you want to be right about? That's why it should be easy for you to focus on what you want. Because you're going to be right. Because you're going to be right. No, Ruby, you have not ruined your manifestation. Stop telling yourself that. You don't do any of that shit. Listen, if any of you guys do any stupid shit like that, try not to do that shit. But you only set your shit back like a day. Maybe 2 backs. That's it. Keep pushing forward. You're fine. Do I suggest subliminals? The fuck I do. No, I don't. Subliminals don't work. Okay? Your subconscious mind, again, has one job, and that's to take you at your word. Your subconscious mind's job is not to be like, hold the fuck on. I think this is it doesn't have the ability to decide, and it doesn't have an opinion. So it's not going to sit there and be like, hold on, I think this is a goddamn subliminal. If you want to listen to theta waves, fine. But let me tell you something. If you wake up and you have anxiety from it, stop listening to them. If you want, the best thing you can listen to at night is your fucking affirmations. Put a bunch of them in there, like not a bunch, but a bunch of inner conversations, things that you're saying, like randomly. That's the best thing you can listen to at night is this guided meditation, okay? A guided meditation, a sleep hypnosis audio, or freaking your own affirmations. That's the best thing you can listen to because you didn't fade away of your breakup, okay? You didn't do none of that stupid shit. Yeah, I know. I know. Jose came on here with some stupid shit about listening to theta waves and shit. It was giving a gang of people anxiety. Okay? You don't need to do any of that. The theta wave isn't doing shit for you. Let's be frank. It's not doing anything for you. You need things to, your subconscious mind is wide open to suggestion in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. So why in the fuck would you choose to, when your subconscious mind is wide open to suggestion, fill it with theta waves? What the fuck would you need to do that for? For what? I'd rather take that, then you're just wasting time. You're wasting time. You may as well just put your shit on a Parrot app and let it ride and get it in there. That's why hypnosis is powerful. Okay, hypnosis is powerful, sleep hypnosis, because it puts you in a relaxed state. Your subconscious mind is wide open and suggestions go in there. So that's what I would recommend you doing instead of, wasting your fucking time. Okay? That's all that stupid shit on the internet. Theta waves. Listen to that shit. For what? I don't have time to waste. If you want to waste time, you go right ahead. And you fucking waste time. I don't have to. Okay? All right, bitches. I fucking love you. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, you can always catch my lives on the tube of the U. I shut off hours. Yes, not any hypnosis. But I suggest you listen to it first before you go to sleep. Therefore, you know that it's the right hypnosis. Or you just get mine. One of the two. Okay? I turn off ads for the first 24 hours of my replays so that you can watch it ad-free because I love you and I don't want you guys to be distracted. Okay? You're welcome. But I turn them on after 24 hours. So if you want to, procrastinate, then that's on you, bitch. All right? Also, if I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in a matter of 4 weeks, I've managed to cut that fucking time in half. So, and I'm good at it. I have hundreds and hundreds of testimonies. You see them here every fucking day. If you want me to manifest your SP for you or you want to work with me one-on-one, all links are in my bio. We have self-concept stores, SP stores, all that good shit, which in about 3 hours, the prices will be going up for all of those. So if you want to grab your song now, you can have more than one fucking song and they should be anthems. Hello. If you want to grab that shit, you got about 3 whole solid ass hours to claim your copy for what it currently is. We're launching 2 new masterclasses that are going to be lit and fire, one for the fellas and one for the ladies. So make sure you get in on that. It won't be live until tomorrow, but that's all right. We have a WhatsApp group. You should join that WhatsApp group because I've been very active, very proud of myself. Every single evening in there, we have a rocking ass good time. Sometimes we go left, sometimes we right, sometimes we go hoss under, but you can also ask SP questions as well. Manifestation in general questions, right? People are manifesting all kinds of things. Health, raises, right? Somebody came on here yesterday and said they manifested 2 raises since watching me. That's right. So we're here to help you with that. If you want text coaching, we got all that shit. Okay. All right, besties. I fucking love you and I will see you all in the WhatsApp group or tomorrow. Bye. That's right. Chris Peace is the one that got the 2 fucking raises. That's right.